guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking about something that's a little bit personal, but it's no secret and I definitely don't hide it. I'm going to be talking about my breast augmentation that I had done in February 2019. There isn't actually that many videos on YouTube explaining someone's journey. I found it quite difficult to find a video that explained everything about the breast augmentation that I wanted to know. So hopefully this helps someone that's either thinking about it or that's just curious. I normally do short videos, so I'm sorry this is going to be a bit of a long one, but I'm going to try and answer every question in detail and as best as possible. First question, when did you get your breast augmentation? I got my breast augmentation, like I said, in February 2019, so I am a year and a few months past my surgery date and it is gone so quickly. And there's no swelling to go down, and this is what they'll stay like for a good few years. Why you got surgery? I did it because I wanted to. I wasn't happy with the size of my breasts before I had my surgery. I felt like for my figure they were too small. I'm not saying that that's wrong. My vision in my head of what I wanted to look like was different. Question 3, do I regret it? No. I definitely don't regret my decision because I made sure I 100% wanted the surgery done before I had it, and there was going to be no reason for me to have regrets. I absolutely love them. They've done wonders for my confidence. Yeah, I don't regret them at all. Where did I get the surgery and who was my surgeon? I got my augmentation in Southampton at the Spire, the private hospital, and my surgeon was Dr. Cadier. Now I'm going to go into another question with this one. It's how did I pick my surgeon? I was so lucky. I've got a lot of friends that had their breast augmentations. So the reason for me picking Dr. Cadier and the Spire was literally just word of mouth. I didn't even look at any other surgeons. I didn't go for any other consultations. I just picked him, and when I got there he made me feel super confident in himself. Yeah, I was really confident already before I went there, knowing everyone's stories. Having people that you know have gone to the surgeon makes the biggest difference. So I think get some recommendations, get people that have actually had it done and talk to them. Next question, how much were they and did you pay in finance? So it depends where you go. Mine were 5,500, and no, I didn't pay in finance, I just paid all in one go. I worked super hard for about a year to save up the money. I knew I definitely wanted to have this done. It got to the point where I was thinking about having this done every single day. There wasn't a day that I was going without thinking about having a breast augmentation, and that's how I knew again that I definitely wanted them done. Next question, what size were you before and what size are you now? I was a 32B just. I could have fitted into an A, so I was super tiny, and on the bottom I was like a size 12-10. I had quite big hips, so my body just looked out of proportion. I'm now a 32E. I'm definitely going to go get measured again. I think the last time I got measured was about 6 months after my surgery. What CC implants did you have and how did I choose my size? Great question. For me, this was the biggest thing, how I was going to choose my size implants for my body. I needed to see some before and afters. I needed to see some people in real life and ask them questions, and that's exactly what I did. I asked my friends. I know it's a little bit invasive. I'm really sorry for invading your privacy with these questions, but what size implants did you get? What are you now? Seeing them in person and talking to people is always going to be the best way. But if you don't know anyone with them and you don't feel like you can ask anyone, going on YouTube exactly like this is the way forward. Also Instagram. I followed loads of people's boob job journeys that they had created on Instagram. I went on other cosmetic surgeons' websites and they had some before and afters on there as well. A top tip for me for choosing the size of your implants is get some sandwich bags that don't leak and fill them with water. 250 mils, 300, and go up in 25 mils each time. Put them in a sports bra or a non-padded bra, and that's how big they're gonna be. Obviously it's different shapes and different sizes, but I tied it with a hairband, tried to get a nice round shape. You can also do it with rice and you can do it in grams. Either way, they work really well. Make sure you go home and do that. There are a lot of questions to get through. I hope I'm not boring you guys. Did I go over or under the muscle and why? I went over the muscle. I had to ask my friend as we got them done at the same time because I could not remember. Purely because my surgeon said that I was going to heal quicker and I had enough tissue. I've heard it's less painful. The final decision was up to my surgeon and he just said to me that there is enough tissue to cover it. What size are your implants? My implants are 420cc. For me, I wanted them big, I wanted them fake, and I wanted you to see them. Another question, can you feel anything? Right, this is something I didn't know before having the surgery. I mean, my surgeon touched up on it briefly, but definitely not in depth. He said to me that my nipples could desensitize. Within the 6 months, they would probably come back. I don't have any feeling from the middle of my boobs downwards. I can't feel anything under here where the scarring is, and basically my nipple downwards. It doesn't bother me one bit. I'm so much more happier with the implants and not being able to feel anything underneath. It doesn't make that much of a difference for me. So if that's a big thing for you, make sure you ask your surgeon and weigh up the pros and cons. How natural do they feel? I said this to my surgeon. I said, how are they going to feel? Are they going to feel rock solid? When you see girls, I don't know, Playboy models and underwear models, and everyone that had their boobs done previously, they all look rock solid and they look like they don't move. And I was absolutely fine with having the solid boobs, but now having them, wow, they are so natural. They are so, I'm going to use the word squishy. They move around, super natural. I'm not going to squeeze them for the camera because that's a bit weird. Do you wear a sports bra when you exercise? Yes, I always wear quite a tight sports bra when I play football, tennis and go to the gym, just because they do move quite a lot, and I think it just protects them, and I think it's just a bit more of a security blanket as well. I don't wear my surgery bra to sleep anymore. I did that for like the first 6 months. After 6 months I didn't wear it, I just wore my normal pyjamas again. Would you change anything about the way they look? This is a hard question for me, and a few people know me that I would have liked them a bit higher, and that sounds really stupid. It's me just being picky and wanting to look a bit more fake. I know in a few years time I'm going to be so happy with these because I've got them more natural. I did go back to my surgeon and I said to him, will they drop any more? As I didn't want them to, I didn't want them to get lower, and he said no, they're not going to drop any more. And to be honest with you, Kathy, if I put the implant any higher, nipple would be facing down. So that's the reason some people's boobs aren't as high as they would like them. I think I'd rather my boobs just not be sat on my chest. Scarring. Yeah, a massive one that everyone was super interested in, and I will post a Instagram story, and I might even do a bit of a highlight on my before and afters and any questions on my Instagram story, so make sure you're following that. My scars are absolutely tiny. I could not be happier with my scars. My surgeon is fantastic. I had inside stitches. Somehow he stitched from inside and then glued the skin shut. I can hardly see them at all. I know after maybe another year they'll be completely disappeared. The one thing I would say is I had a lot of stretch marks after my surgery, real deep red purple stretch marks. That did get me down a bit. I didn't know that that was going to happen. I got some bio oil and other oils and just moisturised and massaged them every single day, obviously after they were healed and I was able to do so, and that's really helped, and now I've got pretty much none and they're all gone. So they do go, but at first you will have red stretch marks and purple ones, and they will be quite visible. I think that's something I wish I knew. How much pain were you in? After I woke up from the surgery, I pretty much just slept the whole day. I only stayed in overnight, so I had my surgery at like 11 o'clock in the morning, and then I left at about 8 in the morning the next day. When I got home for 2 days, I just stayed in bed. I had paracetamol, codeine and any other medication they gave me for 2 days religiously every single 4 hours, and just stayed in bed. And then after the 2 days, I did not have any painkillers. Like a 4 out of 10 on a pain scale. It was more discomfort. The things that were uncomfortable was driving. The seatbelt across me was quite tight, and I have a car that does not have very good suspension, and the bumps in the roads were quite painful. Hair, I didn't wash my hair for a few days. Reaching up or any reaching backwards movements like that you want to avoid. How long did it take me to heal? So everyone's going to be different, but I'm just telling you my personal story. I flew to Amsterdam after 6 days with the girls because I had a holiday booked. I was absolutely fine. I didn't go out loads there or anything because I just wanted to be extra careful, but I probably could have. After 2 weeks I laid on my front. I do not condone this. I don't want anyone to think, oh yeah, after 2 weeks I can lay on my front. Me personally, I just healed super quickly. A normal 6 weeks and you're good to go. They say that it takes about 6 months to see the real shape and the swelling to go down. Just be patient. I ended up buying like 4 bras that were super expensive, and then after 6 months I don't fit into them because they're the completely wrong size because of the swelling and everything. So do not rush getting your bras or your new clothes, you know, wait a little bit and wait until they're settled, at least 6 weeks. Another top tip for you guys is to get one of those pregnancy pillows. You can get those big long V pillows, and I think I got mine from eBay or Amazon for about £30, and I slept like this with my arms on top of it with my pregnancy pillow around me, not moving that way and not leaning that way. And that is so much easier because you've got something either side of you that physically makes sure you cannot roll over. And I just want to say one thing: if you think this is going to change your whole life, if you think this is going to make everything in your life better and happier, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. You do not need a breast augmentation, you do not need surgery. But if you want it, you get it. It might help your confidence and make you mentally happier for that reason. But if you're thinking it's going to change your life and make every aspect of your life better and make your mental health better, please don't do it for that reason. I just want to say that. But do what makes you happy and make sure you thought about it. Thanks for watching me ramble on, and thanks for watching, guys. I'd love it if you could like and share, and hopefully we can help someone else that's thinking about it, or answer any questions if you're just curious. Remember, if you're on YouTube, be sure to follow my Instagram, and if you're on Instagram, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube.